Hello everybody, it's me, Dana. I have a question for you. If you were ever in a moment in your life and out of desperation or fear, you yelled out loud and said, "What's the point? Why am I here? Am I really making a difference? Give me a sign, show me. Or seriously, really, I think I'm out of here." Have you ever been there? And if you have, did you get a message? Did you get a sign? Very clear sign. And if this happened to you, do you not think that would be a beautiful story to share with people so that people do know that when you scream out for help, your higher self, your spirit, your soul, God, whomever you want to call it, source, sends you a very clear message? I know so many people that in that moment, when they yelled out loud, "I need a sign, and I need it now," their phone rang, and there was someone on the other end going, "Hey, how are you? Where are you? What's going on?" I had the overwhelming urge to phone you right now. These are the stories more of us need to share so that more of us know that we are not alone. There is a bigger picture, and when you ask for help, you get a message, you receive it. If you ask, "Am I here? Am I on the right track? Is there a purpose? Is there a reason?" you will get a sign and you will get a clear message. When I asked, I got a very, very clear message. I was not in a good place. I was so frustrated. I remember saying, "You know what? If that Jesus guy came back now, I don't know how he would get people to hear him. I think he'd have to get a cable network, for crying out loud. Seriously, what's the point of knowing the things that I know? Am I on the right track? Am I making a difference? I need to know." A half an hour later, I was sitting in a parking lot, and I'm like, "Where should I go?" And I hear in my head, "Linens and things." I'm like, "Linens and things? All right." The next thing I know, I'm going into the linens and things store. This store happened to be having a closing out sale. When I went in, I was drawn to the left, and there was a man in this section of the store, very tall, long white hair, and wearing a jacket with a symbol on it that had the same sort of symbol on it, a native symbol that I had seen earlier that morning on a jacket that I had found in a closet and I was going to be giving away, donating. So I was drawn to the man in the jacket. And as I moved closer to him, he looked at me and he said, "Nice shoes." And I looked at him and I said, "Nice jacket." And we made eye connection. And he said, "Maybe the shoes and the jacket need to talk." And I said, "Maybe they do." He stopped and I stopped. And he said, "What you're doing does make a difference. You're on the right path. Forget what others think and say about you." How much clearer of a message does one need? I had a perfect stranger in linens and things confirming and giving me an answer to a question I had just asked a half hour before, out loud. To who? Who knows? But who or what answered, and it answers clearly. I know two very special beings that I've met in the last 2 years that had very similar experiences. And one of them, actually both of them, were at a point where they were, they were on the verge of taking their life. And they screamed out loud, you know what? I need a sign. If I'm supposed to stick around, I need a sign, and I need it now. And both of those women got a phone call right when they needed it most. I met one, and when she came over to me, it was a gathering of a bunch of people, and out of 40 strangers that I did not know, this one came over and started chatting to me. And within 15 minutes, we uncovered that we both know a mutual friend. And when she reached out and she screamed and she needed a message, he called her. And he had crossed my path at a time when I needed a message. And another person who came to see me for a reading once, about 3 months later, I was in the middle of making dinner, and I'm hearing loud and clear, stop what you're doing and go and call her now. Put down the potato peeler, put down the potato, go find my cell phone, find this woman's number, and call her. Hey, how are you? Where are you? What are you doing? What's going on? She asked for a sign. She needed a call. And I was the phone call this time. That's what happens. Those are beautiful stories to share. That is not gossip. Because stories like this help others heal and know that there is something way bigger and grander than what you believe in. And you are a valuable, priceless piece of this big, beautiful picture. And you came here for a reason. And it's time to shine and know that you are a diamond inside. And it's time to get out of the rough. And by sharing these beautiful stories and connecting and not being afraid of being called weird or strange, this is how the empowerment lifts the darkness. So start sharing your stories. Stop calling people weird. Because it's beautiful. All these weird stories. And it is the key to us coming out of the darkness. From this point forward, all of the things, the fears and anxieties and stresses in your lives will fall away when you start getting in touch with that inner knowing, that inner voice, that weird side of who you are. Smiles to all of you. It's me.